Welcome to Mishna study Masechet Maaser Sheni Perek Mishna. Over here in this Mishnah, we're going to discuss produce that was far away and the time for Bi'ur has arrived. Right, so a person's traveling, he's overseas, and the time for Bi'ur has come. And what does he do? Right, what does he do? He needs to get rid of it. He's not with, his produce. So how does he go about? So a person has fruit that was far away from him. He needs to call it out by name, right? So according to Rambam, he needs to actually call out where it is, right? So the 10% of the northern part of this pile is going to be Maaser, right? And the tenth of that is going to be the Tumat Maaser and everything, right? The next 10% over here in the south is going to be Maaser Sheni. And he calls out each spot, as we learned in Masechet Tudumot, I believe, of how to go about that. And that's what he has to do, right? So Sarich L'Hem Shem. Now, Maaser Rabban Gamliel, now you had a case with the Rabban Gamliel. You see the Rabban Gamliel is going to go a little bit beyond this. He had a better opportunity, and we'll see what he did over here. And the elders that were traveling with him, they were traveling on a boat. Amar Rabban Gamliel, now the time for the Bi'ur came, and Rabban Gamliel obviously wasn't with this produce, right? Because he's on the boat now with these other Hachamim. So what did he do? Rabban Gamliel said, he told his Zekenim, Aisur Shani Atid Lamod, right? This 10% that I'm going to set aside. Natun Yehoshua, right? This is going to be given to Yehoshua. Yehoshua was a Levi, right? So he gives it to Yehoshua. Umkomo Muskarlo. Right? And the place where it is now, I'm renting out that place to you. Right? So he's saying, oh, my house, right? My house in Israel, where all this produce is. So that place where this 10%, where this Maaser is sitting on, that place is rented to you. Why do you do this? Because we know, in general, you can't, when you want to acquire something, right, according to Jewish law, it needs to be done when you real estate could be acquired through a hazakah, right? Through a hazakah. Once a person, or through kesef, right, through money, right? You can go ahead and rent a place from someone, and once you transact with money, the transaction takes place, right? But when it comes to metal talin, transferable objects, if you're going to give me an apple and I give you money, I need to go ahead and pick up the apple for the transfer to happen. Right? As opposed to real estate, once I accept the money, the transfer happens, right? It's not enough when it comes to, an apple for me to take the money. I need to actually lift the item, lift the object. So when it comes to renting a place, renting real estate, once he gives money for it, right? So if they're going to pay to be Rabban Gamliel, right? Here's $10 for for that place, that 1 by 1 square foot in your house. Okay, so now they can rent that spot. Now, what's the benefit of that? When you rent something, when you rent real estate or you buy real estate, anything on that real estate property also becomes yours. So now when they're going to pay the Rabban Gamliel rent, right, for that 1 by 1 spot, all the fruit that's on top of it becomes theirs as well. And Rabban Gamliel came up with this idea, and he told Yehoshua, right? Yehoshua, right? Yehoshua, come rent this spot from me, and the 10% of Maaser is that I'm going to, separate that's going to be on this area is going to be yours. Okay, that worked. And then he said, Isur acher shani atid lamod, another 10th, and I'm going to, go ahead and separate it out. Natun Akiva is going to be given to Akiva, right? Akiva ben Yosef, right? This is Rabbi Akiva, who is in charge of giving out charity to the Aniyim, right? So this is Maaser Ani. Why? So you go ahead and give it to the Aniyim. And the place, again, the place is rented to him, right? Again, he's renting that area. He rents the area out. Now everything on that spot becomes Rabbi Akiva. So Rabbi Akiva now just acquired the Maaser Ani. Amar Rabbi Yoshua. Now Rabbi Yoshua comes, and he just, remember, Rabbi Yoshua just got the Maaser Rishon, right? He's Levi, he got his Maaser Rishon. And what does Rabbi Yoshua have to separate? He needs to separate Maaser mina Maaser, right? Or another name for it is the Tumat Maaser. 10% of the 10%, he needs, the Levi needs to go ahead and give to the Kohen. So he says, Rabbi Yoshua says, Isur shani ati lamod, right? 10% what I'm going to go ahead and measure out. Natun Elazar ben Azariah is given to Elazar ben Azariah. Elazar ben Azariah is a Kohen, right? He was actually 10th generation Kohen from Ezra Sofer. Umkomo muskarlo, and the place is rented to him. And they paid each other, right? They actually rented it out. And this actually, this counts as actually a better option that we mentioned in the beginning of Mishna, right? Rabban Gamliel came up with a better way of doing this. If he couldn't have done this, then he could have done as we said in the Mishnah, which would be enough to suffice to be to just call out its name, call out call out where it is, and that would be the next best option, right? And Lacha is like this Mishnah.